I just bought a ticket on the world's best first-class sleeper train on its longest journey of 50 hours, which can cost up to $10,000. Complete with a private butler, thousands of dollars in amenities, and 17 themed train cars. Which makes me wonder, what is it actually like to live 50 hours on board this train? Well, to find out, we're spending the next 50 hours running through my typical weekend routine, with on day 2 it being a very special day, which I'll talk more about that later, but for now, let's start the journey by discovering our home. Wow, cool. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
I'm Tabo.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be your partner. The phone is over there whenever you need to get hold of me.
Oh wow, so we have a phone number to call you on?
Oh yes.
Oh whoa. Oh my gosh, so cool. This is amazing. Okay. We gotta show you guys around. Basically, a 5-star hotel room, but on a train. Like, over here, for example, we have our living room area, I guess you would say, with having this beautiful, massive window with shades, a table, a TV with having any streaming platform you can possibly think of, this beautiful closet that Tabo has already unpacked our clothing in, this enormous couch with having a bunch of room and also footstools. And you might be wondering, like, okay, that's great and all, but where's the bed? Ladies and gentlemen, at night, this room becomes a completely different style room from the transformation of the bed, and we'll see that later. But the most exciting thing in this room definitely comes through this door here, as in our train suite here, we have the bathroom, which is absolutely beautiful with having gold everywhere. But the reason why this is the coolest part of the room is because we have a bathtub. Like, just look at this thing. How are we on a train right now, and how is this going to work? And now that we're officially departing Cape Town, heading all the way across South Africa to Pretoria, I got a lot of other questions, like what are the other 16 train cars actually like? Well, as I mentioned, we're gonna find out by following my typical weekend routine. And next up is lunchtime in the cafe car, which has to be the coolest train car I've seen, with there being all these different types of seating options, from different tables to even couches, which are all around this cafe style bar. Now this also doubles as the lunch car, where lunch is served in a buffet-like setup, having all of these different types of foods, from having an absolutely stunning cheese platter to things like chicken wings and calamari, and then something you typically don't see in buffets, having luxurious things like steak. And I'm not sure this is typical amongst other guests, but we went with like every single thing in the buffet, making a bit of like a mountain platter here.
I'm happy this is the start of our train journey because I was so hungry.
And after thoroughly feasting, we're now in hour 2, and next up is our afternoon activity. And for that, we're headed to the very end of the train to the observation car. Like, just look at this thing. This is insane.
So big.
Having like this panoramic view all around us here. And what's so crazy about this train is there's a handful of passengers on this train, but it feels like we're the only ones. Like in this room we have a zebra couch seat area, little lounge chairs, full-on tables, and so much more. But in the observation car, along with the views, there's one other activity to do. Hello, how are you? Good. What would you say is the most common drink in the observation car?
At this time of the day.
Yeah, at this time of the day. We want to embrace the blue train spirit.
Okay, gin and tonic, whiskey, brandy.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're...
Oh, you're like...
you're getting started off early then. Oh... What have you brought for us here? I've never seen a drink look
so
like that
blue.
before.
Yeah.
Like, that is so blue. Like, I don't even know what's inside of this. And it tastes like it too. I have no idea what's in this. It's absolutely radioactive / amazing at the same time. So all I can say is living on a train so far has been absolutely incredible. But what's crazy is we have over 13 train cars to still discover over these next 46 hours. Like, now in hour 4, our next objective on my weekend routine is snack time. And for it, we're headed just next to the observation car to the dedicated snack area where they're about to begin high tea. Wow, and this high tea looks unfreaking real. Having a bunch of different cakes to brownies to pastries I've never seen before to little cupcakes, beautiful looking sandwiches, and fruit. Like, would you just take a look at this plate here full of goodies? Like, we have a red velvet cake here, 2 types of sandwiches, a cupcake, brownie, and so much more. This right here, this is This is what dreams are made of. But since this snack hour is also tea time, I'm gonna ask David again for his recommendation. I asked you before, what's the typical drink on the observation? But what is the typical drink on tea time, I guess?
We do a strawberry curry and mojito.
So not tea. Whoa. Thanks for the recommendation again. Nothing like a strawberry daiquiri that screams tea time. Turn up for tea time. But now in hour 6, since the sun is going down, next on our weekend routine is watching the sunset. And our butler Tabo has told us to go back to our room as he says he's left a surprise there for us to enjoy the moment.
Nice.
Oh wow, look at this.
So cool.
They have left us an entire bottle of champagne on ice and a bouquet of roses?
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Oh my god. Wow, look at this. This is so awesome. Here you go, Lucille.
Merci.
So sitting here with our champagne, watching the beautiful sunset views going by. This is pretty fantastic.
Living the good life here.
And with the sundown now, we're in hour 8, and next on my weekend routine is the dinner. And on this train, dinner is a fine dining affair where they say to dress to impress. So I don't think that this is really dressing to impress yet. So maybe we're just gonna do like okay. Well, that is officially better. Let's go to the dining car.
Hello, good evening.
How are you this evening?
Doing great, thanks. How are you?
Good. Are you ready for dinner?
Yeah,
we are
ready,
the first
yeah.
ones. We're
very
so ready,
hungry.
yeah.
Wow, so welcome to the stunning dining car, which honestly feels more like a luxurious restaurant than a train car, where you're given not one, but 2 different menus, of the first being the descriptions of your, wait for it, 7-course meal, and the second being this absolutely enormous wine list. So I am so excited to start this meal. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So the first plate has arrived and it looks absolutely stunning. In front of us we have the 3-bean salad. Honestly, the only thing I can say is I am excited to be eating 6 more courses on this train. For the second course, we have a dish that honestly I think has one of the longest names for an appetizer dish I've ever seen. It is the Oriental flavored seafood parcel wrapped in phyllo pastry and warm fennel bean sprout salad with tomato reduction. I'm not even really sure what that name means just reading it. Tomato reduction, that's the first time I've seen that. And I'm not gonna lie, the first dish was incredible, but this one is on another level. So for the third course, we have the soup course, which is a creamy butternut spicy soup. And just looking at it, it looks like a freaking painting with the cream perfectly placed. You know, I'm not normally a fan of soup courses, but the complexity of the soup is just off the charts. But for the fourth course, we start the most exciting portion of the meal of the main courses, where along with the food, there's a saxophonist that goes throughout the entire dining car, which is incredible that they have a dedicated saxophone player on a moving train. But anyway, in front of us, we have an incredibly impressive pan-seared salmon with potato fondant and lemon and chive butter sauce, which was 100% my favorite bite yet. But the fifth course is when we see things taken to an entirely new level with having the stunning steak, which I would have been impressed being served this at a top steakhouse, let alone a train, with it being perfectly cooked and having live music played at the same time while eating this incredible steak, while also at the same time having a hand-chosen wine for this plate of food. Really made this probably the top moment we've had so far. But that is until the sixth course as we start the dessert portion of the meal. We have the beautiful lemon meringue, which looks absolutely stunning with having little like flowers on top of it and with chocolate sauce perfectly placed. Like honestly, with every dish, I keep thinking that it's an art piece. Like just look at that thing. And with the taste just being an absolutely incredible way to start the dessert portions of our meal. Like next for our seventh course, we have the sticky toffee pudding with vanilla ice cream, which looks unbelievable again with, I don't know why, but every dessert they have a little flower on there. Take a little bit of ice cream, take a little bit of the toffee, take a little bit of the sticky. Wow, and that was seriously one of the best meals of my life, for sure. How about you, Lucille?
Oh, it was wonderful. I really love this meal.
But now in hour 12, on this train, after dinner, for the night activity, everyone goes to car 6, which is a very special car we haven't explored yet. And it's a few cars away from the restaurant car, so while we're walking there, I saw that one of you emailed me asking how are people actually able to afford these insane luxury experiences? And honestly, the answer, it's a bit complicated, but also simple. Like, one piece of advice I always hear over and over again from the people that do these experiences is they know exactly where their money is going. And more importantly, they automate as much of it as possible, which is why I prefer to use Rocket Money. You see, Rocket Money helps you create a personalized budget that actually works for your lifestyle, keeps track of your spending in real time, and alerts you when something important needs your attention, and also instantly finds and tracks all your subscriptions. On top of that, you can monitor your credit score, lower existing bills, and basically get a much clearer picture of your entire financial life in one place. So anyway, thanks so much to Rocket Money for sponsoring, and if you want to check them out, click the link in the description box below and try Rocket Money for free today. But anyway, we're now arriving at the very special car 6 of the bar car, which is a super cool looking space with having orange lights everywhere, places to sit, and of course, the bar. We had a bit of a special request for you guys. Make us 2 drinks that are something of your imagination. Is that possible?
That's possible.
Okay, thank you so much.
Amazing.
Wow.
Very
thank
nice.
you for
Thank you so
exploring your imagination.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much.
What is in yours? It's
Mine is full of blueberries, which I'm trying to eat, but I'm not succeeding.
So in front of us we have 2 completely invented drinks, with the first one here being called the Volcano and the second being the Blue Lagoon. And I have absolutely no clue what's actually inside the drinks, but something I love about the Blue Train is it's certainly a luxury experience, but they're not afraid to have a little bit of fun too. They certainly pass the vibe check here. But now in hour 14, after all that fun in the bar car, we're hungry again, which is a good thing because our next activity is the midnight snack, as we're able to order room service 24/7. And we're headed back to our room for that, as our butler Tabo has told us he's just made our bed, so I'm super excited to see what that looks like. Oh, what? Oh my gosh, look at this.
So cool. Oh my god. Rose petals and chocolate.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh my gosh, it is so nice. I feel like I'm on a cloud where we're moving like a little bit side by side.
That crazy cocktail is hitting.
And although this bed is super comfy, we are not going to sleep yet. Hi, yeah, I was wondering if we could have like a midnight snack of some sorts. Oh, look at what you brought. What did you bring me here?
Some magic, some magic.
Is this right here is one of the most epic surprise midnight snacks I've ever seen.
It is a heavy plate.
Like, we have chocolate on here, gummy worms, a bunch of fruit, and then not 1, but 2 things of popcorn. This is unbelievable. And we weren't even planning on this, but since we have this epic midnight snack platter here, I think we have to take use of the TV here and make our own little, like, home cinema in the moving train.
Movie night.
Movie night! Morning. Anyway, today is a very special day because we're celebrating Lucille's birthday. Happy birthday, Lucille.
Thank you.
And today we're continuing our weekend routine and have a few surprises for Lucille's birthday sprinkled in. With there also being 10 more cars we still haven't explored yet. So we're gonna get ready and head to our next objective of breakfast. Morning!
How are you this morning?
We're doing amazing, and it's a special day. We're celebrating her birthday today.
Birthday. Birthday.
And now how this breakfast works is there's actually 2 options you can choose from, of one being this beautiful buffet having these delicious looking pastries, incredible looking fruits, yogurt, cereal, and just about anything else you can think of for before breakfast. However, the second part of breakfast comes where we have a specialty breakfast menu where they have made to order menu items from the chef. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, amazing, thank you.
And then,
Wow.
I'll get the egg benedict.
You're spoiling us this morning. Like in front of us, we went with 3 different specialty items of the incredible looking eggs benedict here, then an omelet here that is just packed to the brim, and last but not least, French toast topped with caramelized banana, bacon, and maple syrup. And the fact that we're celebrating Lucille's birthday, this is one special breakfast. But now being an hour 26, the next part of our weekend routine is actually the first of 3 different surprises I have for Lucille today. Okay, so Lucille, will you do the honors and open the door?
Ooh, nice. So cute. Oh, happy B-Day. Oh, that's very cute. Wow. Oh, what is that? Bath bombs. That's cool.
Lucille, I introduced you your birthday spa room.
Yeah, it's such a nice little spa. I'm like excited to relax on the train. It's gonna be perfect.
Enjoy, Lucille. Okay, when Lucille's been in the bathroom, with the help of our butler, I've set up Lucille's second surprise, which, let's just say, is a bit on the next level. So I'm gonna see if she's down in the bathroom, and yeah, I'm just excited to surprise her with this. Are you ready for another surprise?
Wow. Is that like caviar?
Yeah.
Cool.
Caviar and champagne.
Oh my god. I love it.
Oh, but I have a bit of an extra surprise along with everything. I found my old phone from when we first met. We have not looked at these photos in like 8 years.
Oh my god. I'm so excited.
So,
oh my god, our old apartment.
Our old apartment, oh my god.
Wow. The giant beer of Solback, yeah.
Hi, future Lucille.
Are you dead camming me?
Yeah.
Such great memories.
And we've just made it to our first stop because our next objective is Lucille's birthday activity. That has to be the craziest and most luxurious excursion I've ever heard of. You see, right now we're in the city of Kimberley, which is known for one thing, and that's diamonds. And during our excursion, we were shown around where they actually mine for the diamonds, and then ushered to places where we could partake in the buying of them, which I guess makes sense for the clientele that take the world's best train. But anyway, after about an hour, we're back at the train where we were greeted in an incredible welcome with being given a welcome drink bag, and with the saxophonist again just going off. Like, this man is amazing. But now in hour 34, we're headed to Lucille's birthday feast, and I call it a birthday feast because there's going to be an incredible surprise during the meal. Good.
Any diamonds?
No.
I know someone who can change them for us.
Anyway, for dinner tonight, they've left the best for last, as all the dishes served are the chef's top specialties. Like, for the first course, we have an absolutely stunning fried camembert cheese, served on top a homemade cranberry sauce, which I've never seen such a fancy cheese fried before, but it was truly unbelievable. But moving on to the second course, we have an absolutely stunning cucumber and avocado mousse salad. And I gotta say, I'm not typically a salad fan, but if every salad looked like this, I'd be eating a salad every single meal. But that's nothing compared to the third course of the Karoo lamb, served with charred baby vegetables and pomme puree, which the only way to describe the taste is this was 100% the top chef's specialty. That is before the fourth course, though, of the lionfish, which is served with a salad of white beans, chickpeas, baby peas, and asparagus, being so fresh and delicious. But the fifth course, I'm not sure if they gave this to us because it was Lucille's birthday or something, but it was truly special, with us having an absolutely enormous tomahawk steak, which to have a tomahawk steak on a moving train, it's just mind-blowing to me. Which that incredible vibe continued to the desserts, with us first having a individually made cheesecake and chocolate cigar, which was basically just solid chocolate. However, all these courses are nothing compared to the surprise 8th course.
Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. You guys are so sweet. Happy birthday. Thank you. That's so nice. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much.
That was so nice.
Oh, your breath is taken away.
Oh, that's so cool. I get the little spout on track. Oh, that's so sweet. So nice.
I don't think Lucille has stopped smiling since they sung her happy
I'm
birthday.
very shy. I'm very shy, but I love it.
Anyway, after that incredible dinner, we're headed to one of the cars we haven't explored yet of the club car. And since it's at night, I'm pretty sure we can call it... Wow, okay, that's
Impressive.
beautiful, oh my god. And I'm pretty sure we've been making a name for ourselves on this train to have fun drinks only, because I didn't even ask for this, but I got a South African brandy on top of a glass here. It looks like an art piece. Anyway, I'm just gonna take that off and drink South African brandy for the first time here in the club car, the nightclub car.
It's very strong.
It's very strong. Good morning. I honestly don't want to get out of bed for breakfast, and luckily... Hello. Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
It's literally served on a silver platter. It's amazing.
It's incredible. This is an amazing way to wake up, and honestly, it just feels like every hour just keeps on getting better and better.
Like after breakfast, around hour 46, Lucille and I wandered into the lounge car we still hadn't seen yet, had a second coffee, and honestly saw some of the most beautiful views of the trip so far. Hour 47, we explored the last few cars we hadn't seen yet, being the other incredible suites. Then hour 49, Topo hands us this little clock, a reminder that time moves fast and most of us, barely any of us, even notice it moving until suddenly moments are memories. And sure, during this journey the food was incredible, the train itself magical, but being present with the people you love and having nowhere else to be other than watching the world pass by together, that's what really made this special.